Hello everyone, welcome to Pink Ocean Tarot. My name is Callie, I'm an intuitive tarot reader, and I'm here to do a reading for you tonight. So just a couple of little disclaimers. I'm coming down with a cold, so I'm very, very snuffly. Hopefully I am not sneezing and sniffling too much, but I can't make any promises. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm reading about. Absolutely not a clue. I just finished up a personal reading for a friend of mine, and I was shuffling my deck to like sort of clear it, put it away, and this is the Dreamy Moons Tarot, by the way. This one, beautiful. This is my go-to. Anyway, shuffling, and Knight of Swords wanted to be seen. So Knight of Swords is here. I was planning on doing a reading, but I was going to do, like a whole setup. I was going to work out what decks to use and try and get a feel. I usually like to try and get a feel of what I'm reading before I launch into it, so I'm not so, like, stumbling around in the dark for too long on camera. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Knight of Swords wants to be here. So I'm going to start with the Dreamy Moons, but for the last 30 seconds, while I've been, like, lighting my candle and my sage and getting all set up, the soundtrack for Wicked, for Good, has just launched into my brain, which isn't really a surprise given that it lives rent-free in my head. But that's telling me I'm going to use the Wicked Tarot at some point in this reading. This beautiful one here. So, I don't know. I'll do Dreamy Moons until I'm called to change decks. But yeah, I guess we're going to start out here. Knight of Swords. Oh, gosh. I'm not quite reset. But that's okay. It's fine. We've got plenty of space on the tarot table. So, without any further ado, I guess I'll start shuffling. Oh, that was quick. Page of Stars. So, in this deck, crystals are swords, stars as pentacles, and cups as cups, wands as wands. Page of Pentacles. How curious. Alright, I'll get some more out. So, if it lets me... Oh! We're very talkative tonight. King of Wands. Okay, I'm just going to keep shuffling, I guess, while I try and talk. My channel is fairly new, only a couple of weeks old. It's having fantastic growth. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm keeping the comments off for my own mental health and my sanity. Possibly down the line in the future I will turn it on, but at the moment it's not going to happen. I'm trying to build my confidence. I've been reading tarot for 5 years, but like never for anyone, just for me and my closest friends. And I've been called for a long time to create a channel and try and do this for real. And I've always said to myself, I'm not good enough, blah 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 blah. And I'm still learning. Whoa, I'm still learning. Honestly, a lot of the cards, even though I've been doing this for so long, there are a lot of cards I just never see. So I do still use the guidebook a lot, especially for the face cards. Not so much the knights. I know them like the back of my hand, but I never see the pages. And the kings, I always double check because I tend to get them mixed up in my head for some reason. This one? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to get the cards out before I read them. So I'm intuitive. I do work with spirit. I've been on a... Whoa! The cards never come out this fast. I'm usually shuffling for like minutes at a time. And full disclaimer, I do edit my videos to cut out excessive shuffling because no one wants to sit here and watch 2-3 minutes of frickin' shuffling with no movement. So this is insane. I don't know what's going on. Page of Wands and 8 of Wands. Oh, what is coming? What communication is coming? I'm getting ahead of myself. This is exciting. Where does this one go? In the middle, okay. I'm going to have to zhuzh it all up. So, yeah, I am intuitive. I've been working with spirit for, about 5 years. I went through a spiritual awakening. I've never really been called to talk about myself, but here I am doing it. I do videos. They've all been about love. And I assumed they would be, but I mean, that wasn't a sure thing. I'm open to reading whatever comes through. They've all been about love, and I've been channeling a very particular collective. I'm sort of getting the same scenarios over and over in the cards, but we'll see what comes out tonight. I do talk about twin flames a lot. I have been on the twin flame journey myself for a very, 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 very long time. So I do have, like, my own take, my own beliefs on a lot of this. And you're not all going to resonate with me. Heck, I'd be surprised if any of you resonate with me, if I'm honest. I say a lot of things that a lot of people wouldn't agree with. I don't sugarcoat anything. I call it as I see it. I've been on a very harrowing journey, and like I've seen so much, and I just yeah, I have a very different perspective on a lot of the stuff that's out there on the internet. The internet is terrible. Stay away from it. In terms of like twin flame resources, just don't even go there. Get rid of it. Work on your own and work off your own intuition. Like. And hey, I don't even know why I'm talking about this. This may not even be a twin flame reading. I don't know. I'm just chatting away. But I figure if you've watched a few of my readings, you've probably seen sort of a theme emerging. So, I mean, it's not my intention. I don't choose what I do a reading about before I start recording. I do the reading, and it's whatever comes out. So, yeah, I want to know what this is. It's just sitting here. What is it? Oh, damn. Oh god. Okay. This is, I don't know what is. Oh, did that flip over? Where'd that go? Where did it go? Did I see it? Did one flip? No? False alarm. False alarm. I've been having really gnarly dreams as well the last few nights. I wonder if anyone else is picking up on the dream energy. I'm a lucid dreamer most of the time. My dreams carry me messages when I'm trying to work something out in my life. Yeah. Can I just have one more, Spirit, please? One more. Now you're going quiet. See? This is what I mean. Excessive shuffling. Well, gosh, let's talk about me some more. What else? I'm a Disney girly. And I'm only mentioning this because I get Disney quotes all the time pop into my readings. Musical theatre girly, so lots of musical theatre references as well. There we go. Look, just chat and finally something will come out. Page of Cups. Okay. Alright. Well, this is enough to get started 10 minutes in. Crikey. I'm not Australian, by the way. I do say crikey, which is obviously Australian. I lived in Australia for a number of years, so I think that is where I picked it up from. Just a disclaimer, because I'm sure half of you are like, oh my god, she's Australian. I'm not, I promise. No shade to you Australians. You're great. Oh, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, let's go. Knight of Swords. So this was obviously the starter card, the overall energy. And then we had the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So, man, this is a random assortment of cards. This is gnarly. My brain also moves very, very fast. A lot of the time. Well, that's not true. It either moves at 1,000,000 miles a second or it freezes and I have to, like, stop and think and I can't go again until I've got it. So, yeah, just some... If you've never watched me before, I'm just trying to, like, prepare you for the madness that is my tarot readings. Alright, Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is, reckless, urgent, impulsive, holding on to the crystal, which is of course the sword normally. That is the sword of truth. So usually I read this like the Knight of Swords has had this great big epiphany, and oh my god, I need to jump on my horse, my unicorn in this scenario, and gallop across to you and deliver you this truth. I've got to tell you the truth. I have to tell you this truth. And there's a sense of reckless urgency. This card talks about, not being so impulsive, just like take it down a notch. But yeah, it's an urgency. It's an urgent, I have to talk to you. I have to give you this message. I have to deliver you this truth and clarity. So maybe you have truth and clarity on the way. I hope so. That's always nice. Aren't we all searching for truth and clarity? Oh my gosh, my nose. I'm just gonna have to push through. You're gonna have to deal with my snuffling. I apologize. I want to go to the king, but I'm gonna go to the page. Now I do have to look the page up. Like I said, I never, ever, ever, ever get the pages. So I'm just not, I don't have them on tap. Right, this one's the manifestation page. So, a quest. Here we go. Bilbo Baggins. I'm going on an adventure. I'm a vibrational match to all that I desire. So assigned to start a new creative project or venture, possibly in career and finance. Very grounded, in touch with Mother Nature, manifests abundance by working with natural laws of the universe, law of attraction, law of cause and effect. Buzzing with energy, buzzing with ideas. Try not to get carried away though. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. Spend time in nature if you're looking for an answer to a question. All right, that's what this is about. An answer to a question. All right, I know where we're going. That's why the Knight of Swords is here. He's bringing you this answer to your question. Try and ground. And I know grounding sucks. I hate it. I really struggle being the air sign that I am. I find it notoriously difficult to ground. I just can't, I hate it. It's not something I naturally gravitate towards. I am so floaty and all over the show all the time. And grounding, of course, is the opposite of reckless impulsiveness as well. Wands is here, King of Wands. This is fiery, passionate energy, which is kind of, I mean, if these cards down here weren't clues enough, this would give me a hint that we are possibly talking about romance, because it's fiery, passionate. This king can also talk to loyalty, entrepreneurship. Maybe someone here is starting a business or wanting to start a business. Yeah, random, but okay, take it if it fits. Oh, and always, if this isn't your reading, this isn't your reading. I obviously get super, super specific in my readings. If it's not yours, leave it there. It's for someone, and I firmly trust and believe that my readings will make it to whoever this is intended for. Death. Death is here. So I hope YouTube doesn't put me in prison for the outlines, bodily outlines here, but that's alright. We're just gonna proceed. Death card. This is absolute transformation, transforming from the inside out. Ego death, spiritual awakening. I don't know who this is. Is this the feminine? Is this the masculine up here? And, feminine, masculine, I'm talking about energy, is not gender. So apply it however it resonates to you. But up here, I'm saying this is a masculine, bringing truth and clarity to feminine. Who is this? This is the masculine. I'm hearing going through a huge transformation. Now, I haven't seen the death card in a very, 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 very long time. So I'm just going to cross-check it in the book. Creation, destruction, rebirth. Exactly, letting go of whatever no longer serves, the ending of a life cycle, project, or a relationship. So an ending and representing a new beginning, a rebirth, a transformation. This death card shows a woman in complete surrender. Surrender is so important. And actually, okay, I'm just, I get compelled to speak. I'm just gonna do it. This is how I read tarot, people. So, oh my god, where'd my train of thought go? Come back, quick, where'd it go? Surrender. Okay, I want to talk about surrender for a second. So, I found that on my journey, gosh, I hope I don't talk about my journey too much, but I'm feeling like it's relevant. So, I spent a very, very, very long time being like, oh yes, I've done all this work and I've completely surrendered and I've had Dark Night of the Soul multiple times and I'm so in touch with my spirit guides and my team and I've done so much past life regression work and soul searching and history and Akashic records and astral travel and lucid dreaming and da 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 da. You know, and I can look at my whole journey and go, I've done all of these things. And what I thought was surrendering, right? Turns out I think I was wrong. And that's very hard for me to admit. But like how this journey looks on paper or how this journey looks to other people, right? So many people talk about the journey and the milestones and the frameworks and how it's supposed to look. And oh, if you've experienced this, you're probably on a journey, twin flame or not. Broad strokes, people. But, you know, it probably looks like this, or it looks like this, or it looks like this. And I'm like, oh, yes, I've done all of that. I've been there, I've done that, I've seen this, I've done that, and done that, and done that, and I've totally surrendered, and I've offered it up to the divine, and they're going to bring in whatever I'm supposed to find, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What I have come to the realization of, actually very, very recently, is that surrender, it actually looks nothing like what we think it looks like. Absolutely, like, nothing. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this idea, but maybe someone out there is questioning their journey and going, I've done all the right things. I've hit all the milestones. But it still hasn't come in for me. I just want to see you and recognize you here for a minute because I've been there. I'm still there, if I'm honest. Like, what we think transformation and rebirth and deep surrender actually looks like, it's not what it looks like. I can't tell you what it looks like for you, but you'll know. You'll know once it happens. I know for me, hindsight is huge for me. I don't connect the dots till much later. And I look back and I go, oh my God, why didn't I see that? It's so hard for us to see it when we're too close to it. And of course we're close to it. It's our life. It's our journey. It's our scenario. We're the closest we can get. But we've got to sometimes draw back and remember to look at the big picture. Like the giraffe. Giraffe. Giraffes are my spirit animal. So, yeah, I felt that was important for someone. Surrender isn't necessarily what we think it is. And then once we experience it for real, we'll go, oh, okay, right. Things are now starting to make a bit more sense. I don't know why I needed to talk about that. Maybe it will become clearer as I go through the cards. So, death. The seven is here, Seven of Swords, and Page of Wands. This is really gnarly. Okay. I want to read from the center outwards. Yes, that's how I'm supposed to read. Okay. I don't plan my spreads. I put the cards where I'm supposed to put them, and I get told how to read them as I go. So, I want to come over here. I want to come down the middle and go left and then right. So, okay. Seven of Swords. You're seeing me internally arguing with my spirit team in real time. That's when I make the funny noises with my mouth. Seven of Swords. This is the betrayal card. Betrayal. Stabbed in the back. This is not a good card. This is a horrible card. Why is it here? I'm intrigued. So this is right. We're on the perspective of the masculine, okay? So I'm wondering who this is. I'm wondering if this is, I don't think this is him. Nope. This could be a job. This could be a toxic relationship and or third party. I mean, exactly, third party can be, it doesn't have to be relationship. It could be family, it could be job, it could be relationship, it could be, I'm out of examples. Betrayal, stabbed in the back. I'm being told, read the book. Read the book. Deception, sneaking, betrayal. Deceit. The woman on this card has a sneaking face, an expression that says she knows she won't get caught. Keep an eye out for those who might be taking advantage of you and notice any sneaky behaviour coming from insincere intentions. Trust your intuition. The other way to read this is that you need to put yourself first, even if it means letting others down. I wonder what this is. I'm absolutely intrigued. Because there's not really anything else here that speaks to it. I mean, the 2 is here. I have a sneaking suspicion it's got something to do with the 2. But, let's try and not jump too far ahead of myself. Let's go to the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Well, see, this is manifestation. I'm fairly sure this one is ambition. Ambition. Free spirit, discovery, courage, opening my heart to new experiences. Ooh, being on the threshold of something big. Free-spirited, the long red hair is symbolizing a fiery nature, glowing with passion and enthusiasm, and being confident in her abilities. You're about to embark on a journey! Quest! Journey! Rebirth! Cycle ending, new cycle beginning, transformation. Something's changing. Get ready to experience new things, meet new people, attract new ideas. Yeah. I feel like I'm just reading these cards and I'm feeling like I don't have the full story. I don't have the full picture. And I'm trying to piece it together like a jigsaw, but there's pieces missing. There's information missing. I feel like it's the information he's bringing you on the horse, on the unicorn, holding. He's got this information. You don't have it. And you need it to make sense of whatever this is. Because I'm completely scrambling. And I'm not normally like this. I'm usually a lot more put together. And I do a lot, but especially when I'm kind of floundering. So 8 of Wands is here. This is urgent, fast-moving action. It's the Sagittarius Archer. It's the card of communication. This is the communication card, and it's here with the Knight of Swords, which is the communication knight. It's the truth and clarity. Are we sending off a message? Are we sending a text? Are we sliding into the DMs? I'm hearing yes. I'm hearing someone literally yelling at their phone screen. Yes, finally. Communication. This feels like it's been a long time coming. But it's urgent. I feel like something's changed here with death. Something has changed. Perhaps, and urgent and reckless, right? Something has changed. I'm getting very strongly. I feel like you've been waiting for this for a very, very long time. We're going opposites. I want to come over this side first. 2 of Swords. This is the Crossroads card. This card has come out so many times in the last few readings. She is blindfolded. The blindfold symbolizes that this is a very, very difficult decision. We can't see the way forward. We don't know where each road, if we picture, there's one road to the left, one road to the right. We can't see down the end of the roads. We don't know what's on each one, but we have to pick one. And once you pick one, that's it. You've made the decision, and it is very, 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 very difficult to walk it back and choose the other one instead. Like, it's a very solid decision. It's like a permanent decision, right? It's the big life-changing ones. Oh, my candle just blew out. I'm gonna have to relight it. But it's the big decisions, right? It's the decisions like, I'm gonna get married. And not just, oh, I'm going to get married. It's going through with the wedding. It's actually having the marriage, the ceremony, right? It's getting a divorce. It's having children, not having children. It's moving location, changing jobs. These really big, definitive life decisions. And I wonder why it's here. Like, whenever I get the two in a reading, it's because the masculine has been trying to choose between two opposing things. And it's very easy to go, this is the good decision, this is the bad decision. Well, it's obviously not as straightforward as all that, you know? You're not going to knowingly, intentionally choose the bad option, are you? Like, of course you're not. You want to choose the best decision for your life. But we're blindfolded, right? We're not necessarily awake and in communication with our intuition, with our higher self, with spirit. We're just making it up as we go along. So we don't always get it right. And then you add in all the other things. Societal pressure, family pressure, obligation, all sorts of things. You know, children, finances. All of these things play a role in our decision making. But the Page of Cups is here. This is about love. We've got the lotus flowers, we've got the koi fish jumping up out of the cup. And, alright, I need to talk about this. Page, page, page. I never see the pages. Hence why I am looking up the Page of Cups in the book. I see them once in a blue moon. But it's small energy, right? The page, it's like the beginning of something. It's little energy. It's not the knight. It's certainly not the king. Certainly not the emperor, or the empress, or the queen. Like, it's the page. It's just the very, very beginnings of something. So the Cups page is new ideas, creativity, intuition. What was I just saying about not being in tune with our intuition? Keep an open and curious mind. It's time to think outside the box. This Page of Cups was a beautiful dress, decorated with pink lotus. Orange koi fish play around her. She is floating somewhere between a dream and reality, becoming a channel for creative ideas and vivid imagination. So I just got a download while I was talking in the book. She's floating somewhere between a dream and reality. This is quite common for the feminine. We are the spiritual one. We are more in tune with our intuition. We might be spiritually awakened. So we can often come across as very, very dreamy and not very logical or grounded or, that's very much the masculine energy usually. And they might look at us and go, oh, you're just, you're so out of tune. I want to say you're an airhead. God, I hate that. Like, you're a dreamer. You're an absolute dreamer. My ex-husband used to call me a dreamer. Like, I'd be like, oh, hey, can we go on a holiday? Can we go on an overseas trip? Can we do this fun thing? And he'd be like, get your head out of the clouds. Like, you're dreaming, we don't have the money to do that. So, yeah, it may have been used as an insult in the past. Dreamer. Like, I heard that in my head. You're such a dreamer. Get your head out of the clouds. Anyway, you might be called to explore a new creative facet of yourself. A new idea might come to you completely out of the blue. Whether you claim it or let someone else bring it to fruition, it's up to you. It can also indicate you might be receiving an unexpected message or pleasant surprise. This is unexpected here. With our 8 of Wands. I'm just going to play with the focus real quick. My camera is absolutely amazing. That's better. That's better? Yeah, that's better. My camera is absolutely amazing, but it's slightly too amazing for its own good. Wow. I'm still absolutely stumped. I'm not going to lie. Like, I have all of these pieces on the table, but it's not telling a cohesive story. It's telling me bits and pieces. It's telling me glimpses. It's not, like, I said I just did a personal reading for a friend of mine, and it was so different. It literally told a cohesive story with every single card. It all slotted together absolutely seamlessly, like with no gaps. It was just so straightforward. This is all patchy. This is like, it's like I'm missing information. I need to fill in these gaps. I don't know where to go. I don't know if I'm staying with the Dreamy Moons. I am not. I am absolutely not. Wicked has just turned up the volume inside my brain. I need to change. No one mourns the wicked. Look at these tulips. Tulips. Poppies. Poppies. They're actually poppies. I'm going to do my utmost to not sing because I'm tone deaf. I cannot sing. No one ever hears me sing. Never, ever, 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 ever. Unless I'm in the car or in the shower. And even then, no one ever hears me sing. And the last time I used this deck, oh my god, things happened. Singing happened. I'm really hoping that we're not doing that today. Okay. Wicked. Spoilers for anyone who has not seen Wicked and Wicked for Good, if you've been living under a rock these past 2 years. This deck contains 100% spoilers. So if you're worried about spoilers and you haven't seen Wicked, maybe run off and go watch Wicked. But that won't be for many of you, because I'm sure the majority of you aren't musical theatre fanatics like myself. But it was very specific. We want to use Wicked. And I'm wondering why, but I have an inkling forming. Whoa, no, that did not flip. It wanted to. I have an inkling. This deck is very, very, very good. Nope. At reading for third-party scenarios. Because Wicked is one big third-party screwball between Alphaba, Glinda, and Fiero. So, yeah, last time I used this in a reading, oh my gosh, it was just third party, third party, third party, third party. But it was really handy. It was so good for getting into the real nitty gritty. And, well, I clearly need that because I am a bit flummoxed by these cards. And, alright, I'm shuffling, but I'm, again, getting downloads. So, I'm feeling like you're very aware, Feminine, that you don't have all the information to whatever the scenario is. So, and the question's coming into my mind, why haven't you just asked? Maybe it's a scenario where you can't just ask. I don't know. I'm feeling like this is a bit odd. Like, it's... I'm struggling... Finally! I'm just struggling to, like, to find an example, but, like... This... Whatever scenario you're in, I don't feel like it's common. Like, it's a bit of a outside of the box. Oh! What did I say? Stop it! Oh my gosh, this is a magical tarot moment. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing, because I'm actually not sorry. Can we just take a moment? Can we just take a moment? This is absolute magic. It's the Three of Cups. It's the Three of Cups. Alright, flowers in this Wicked deck is cups. Three of Cups. While it is a card of celebration, if I am called, if it fits, I take this as the third party card. Third party. Oh my gosh, what was I just saying? This deck is perfect for third party. Oh my gosh. I can't. It's going in the middle. It's going bang on the center. I can't. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. This is magic. Absolute magic. Things like this just blow me away. And obviously not everyone is going to read Three of Cups as the third party card. I have a very, very good connection with my spirit team. I know how they communicate to me. I know in which ways they communicate to me, and I know how they send messages to me. They use it for third party card, okay? Like, we're all different. All readers are different, especially intuitive readers. We develop our own way of interpreting the cards. And, you know, the interpretation of the cards, it also changes depending what else is on the table. I literally, in the personal reading I just did, this is relevant, I promise, they gave me the 5 of Swords, which is the winning at all costs, very similar to the 7 betrayal card. It's like they go hand in hand, right? They literally gave me 5 of Swords, and then next to it came out the Knight of Cups for romance, right? And it was literally telling me, take this at face value, it's a toxic relationship. Knight of Cups meaning relationship, and the 5 meaning the toxic. Like, toxic relationship. Like, I was like, what is this? What is this? Why is this here? And I was like, oh my gosh, they've never done that to me before. They've never literally given me, put these 2 cards together. What do they say? Say it out loud. There you go. And I was like, oh my gosh. This one came out. I'm being told I want it. Oh, okay. High Priestess. So, okay. I'm gonna put Alphabet up here. So, High Priestess is our own inner knowing, our own internal compass, our guidance system. It's our connection with higher self, with spirit, with the divine, but to ourselves, right? It's our gut. It's our most inner deep knowing. And this I've been called to talk about a lot. When something looks confusing on the surface and you don't have all the information and there's all the bits and pieces and nothing fits together, and you know, everything on the surface says this is the story, right? ABC. But your intuition is screaming at you. It's absolutely screaming at you. No. Something else is going on. Not everything is as it seems. That's your gut. That's your High Priestess telling you. Like, there's something you don't know about yet. And I feel like this is your answer down here. But he's got to give it to you. This is him giving it to you. This is him sending off that message. Bringing you the sword on his unicorn. You know, it's fitting that they used Defying Gravity on the High Priestess card. That is Alphaba's huge transformational song at the end of the first film, the first act of the show. It's her literally going through massive transformation. Eight of Cups. Walking away from what no longer serves us. Spoilers again. Walking away from a wedding, walking away from a marriage. I have to read this at face value. This is walking away from a marriage. Literally wedding ceremony. Like, Fiero walks away from Glinda at their wedding. Like, where is this going? Over here? Yes, it wants to go here. Betrayal, right? Being stabbed in the back. But I wonder who this is. Like, is this our 2 of Swords down here? So much excitement. Whoa! Hello. Okay. So when I get sideways cards, if they're pointing to the left, it's the past. If they're pointing to the right, it's the future. This is very clearly pointing to the right. This is the Knight of Cups. It's Bach. Spoiler alert, Tin Man. He only wants a heart. Oh dear. He's coming in the future, obviously. In the future, not now. This isn't ready to come in. What What is going on here, feminine? This is this is just outrageous. There is something absolutely bonkers going on here. Is it walking away from a marriage? Where is this going? Being told, put it right there. Doesn't need to go anywhere. It's good there. Oh. Okay. I just gotta slide it in under here. This is new. I was meditating at the beach for like 2 hours the other day, and as I went to get up and leave, my hand went on this, and it's completely smooth. It's been tumbled by the sand, and I don't know if it is glass. I don't know if it's like, because it's brown, I don't know if it's like a beer bottle or what it is, but it wanted to be on my tarot table, so it's here. I brought it home with me, and well, I'm just giggling because it's a very special beach. God, what do I even say? The beach is connected romantically. The beach has romantic undertones, connection to a person of the romantic nature. So I guess I'm just giggling because it's just here with the Knight of Cups. Anyway. Oh gosh, I'm trying not to sniff. It's so nasally. But if I don't sniff, I'm not going to be able to use my voice. It is obviously winter where I live. I am in the southern hemisphere. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous. What have we got? 5 of Swords! I can't make this up. I was just talking about this card. 3 of Wands, Brooms as Wands. Yellow bricks as swords. Okay, yeah, yellow bricks as swords, brooms as wands, and coins is obviously pentacles. Flowers being cups. 10 of pentacles is here. Amazing. 3 of wands, 5 of swords. I was right. Yeah, I was just talking about it. Okay, so I'm going to start here with the 5 of yellow bricks, swords, 5 of swords. I was just talking about this card. So this is winning at all costs. Very similar to the 7 under there. Feels like a betrayal. In the context of Wicked, I guess I'd better run it down because it could be relevant. Glinda gave away these shoes to Dorothy. These shoes rightfully belong to Elphaba. They weren't Glinda's to give away. Elphaba feels like betrayed and like, yeah, Glinda's done her wrong. Glinda's trying to win at all costs. And yeah, that involves the shoes, if you know Wicked or The Wizard of Oz. Anyway, and then, I mean, it doesn't really go with these 2 cards. This feels like 2 separate messages. Oh, but it's not, I'm being told. It is one whole message. I guess I'll just read across. So 3 of brooms, wands, 3 of wands. This is about very similar to... what did we have? Page of Wands under there and Page of Pentacles up there about quest, going on an adventure. This is... I always talk about this one in conjunction with the 2 because they really do go together. The 2 of Wands is planning. I'm planning my journey. I'm planning my stages. I'm laying out everything I need to do. Then when you get to the 3 is, okay, I've done all my planning. It's time to go. It's time to leap. It's time to start that adventure. Waiting for ships to come in. But again, I'm using the Wicked deck. I need to... There's a reason I'm using the Wicked deck, okay? This is delivering a message, this little balloon. This is a little miniature balloon, like the hot air balloon the wizard rides around in. It's a miniature balloon with, what is that? Is that a walrus? A little walrus playing the cymbals. And I don't know, it looks like a penguin and a bird. Anyway, it's delivering a message. It's got the gramophones, trumpet, horns, whatever, take it however you want to. Because we've got the message here. Maybe we're planning to send a message. Maybe, are these talking to each other? Are we planning to send the message? Yes, planning to send, right, okay. And then the 10 of coins, that's abundance. It's generational wealth. It's longevity. It's, I want to build with you. I want to build a foundation. I want to build a life with you. I want everything. It's like the step up from the 10 of cups, which is, you're my ideal romantic partnership. It's like an extension of that. This is saying, yes, I want you in a romantic partnership, but I want the career, the house, the life, the children, the finances, the foundational strength to build up and have something absolutely solid. Long-term energy, potential, abundance, like, you're my everything. And I mean, yeah, this is just inside the Emerald City. It was very abundant and wealthful inside the Emerald City. But okay, all right. I'm hearing fill in the gaps. So if we put the 3 of Wands in the middle and go either side, planning to send a message, planning to send communication to tell you, you are my everything, I see you, I want to build with you, right? But not being able to send it. We haven't sent it, not sending, haven't sent, can't send. That one, can't send. Which would make sense with this card. 5 of Swords, can't send it. There's third-party interference with the 3 of Cups. There is something in the way. There is something holding me back. There is something stopping me because this wants to win at all costs. We don't care who we step on with the shoes. We don't care who we step on to get there. So there is some kind of interference for delivering this message. Planning to send message, can't send message, but this is the message. But I mean, that's no good if it doesn't get to you. Okay, yeah, I want to sit them here. Well, there's got to be more. Goodness. Upside down. It's not very good. I'm absolutely buzzing. There's something about this energy. This feels absolutely wild, this reading. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Oh my gosh, try again. I'm like, oh my gosh. I totally mind blanked. I was like, 4 of Wands? What is the 4 of Wands? Because when you use a different deck that's not the traditional tarot, you've got to try and translate it in real time. What does this card normally look like? What is this card saying? And I'm going, have I even seen the 4 of Wands before? What is the 4 of Wands? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. It's the 11-11 card. It's the 4. It's the most abundant frickin' card in the tarot for love and romance. 4 of frickin' Wands is here, people. Like, sound the alarm. Like, I'm hearing wicked. Good news. Good news. Like, the witch, she's dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Good news. Good news. Good news, everybody. The 4 of Wands is here. Oh my god. Alright, so like, if you don't know, if you're not up to speed on tarot, if you've never watched a tarot reading before in your life, and you're like, what the hell's so exciting about the 4 of Wands? It is literally, so again, building off here, abundance. They see you as your everything, like, as their everything. They want a whole life with you. This is the 11-11 card. This is like divine union, partnership, often twin flame card. Just putting it out there. Take it if it resonates. You've got, it looks like a rainbow. It's not. This is actually the poppy fields in all the different colours surrounding Munchkin Land. They see a life with you. That's what they want. Look at all this celebration. They're all dancing. Yeah, because they just found out the Wicked Witch of the West is dead. Good news. Good news. One of my favourite readers in the whole world, her name is also Kelly. She has a tarot channel. I'm going to give her a shout out. She's my absolute mentor, and I wouldn't be doing this. She inspired me. I wouldn't be doing this channel if it wasn't for her. She's Divine Empress Tarot 333 or Divine Empress 333. Her name is also Kelly, so we're Kelly twins, and she gave the most amazing take on this card, and I had intuitively kind of felt that myself, but I didn't know how to put it into words, and she vocalized it for me, and I went, oh my gosh, next time I get it, I have to talk about it. So, okay, it's not on this card specifically, but normally on the 1111 card, because it's two wands and two wands, like two here and two here, and they form an 11, you know, like 1, 2, 1, 2, and 11 and 11, right? Yes, we can have all this happy abundance, but you're bringing two wands and they're bringing two wands. They have to be, you both have to be in this place to bring the wands. You each bring the two, like, so you're coming together, you know, there's two of you in this partnership, there's two of you in this relationship, there's two of you, and you have to both bring equal give and take. And I just went, oh, that's absolutely beautiful. So I did want to mention that. Yeah. You're their everything. This is incredible. I don't know what's happening. Like, that's gonna go up the top. And I've never actually pulled that out of the Wicked deck before, which is why I didn't recognize it. And I was staring at it absolutely blankly, going, what is this card? Because while the majority of these match the pictures and the descriptions absolutely perfectly, there are a couple that just make me go, why? Why did you use that? The devil. Again, interesting. They've used propaganda. So this is propaganda. So Wicked Elphaba wasn't always the Wicked Witch of the West that we know from The Wizard of Oz, right? It was all fabricated by the wizard. Whole big plot line, I'm not going to go into it, but they printed off a whole bunch of propaganda to distribute to the citizens of Oz and Munchkinland and everywhere, right? The Emerald City, to turn her into this wicked witch figure. And so the devil talks about our shadows, our fears, the illusions that keep us trapped. It talks about our shadow work that we need to process and ascend and rise out from. But it's things that we might not necessarily even know are an issue. We don't feel trapped. We probably feel actually quite safe and content in our boring lives, in our unawakened selves. Nothing's wrong, don't fix it. When in reality, no. And once you go through an awakening and become more spiritual and reconnect with your inner self, all of these things fall away and you realize, oh my gosh, what was I doing with my life? Why is it here though? This must be the masculine. And it's about letting everything fall away that no longer serves. We've got the Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands. No, crikey. Eight of Cups. Why did I say Wands? I mean, that is here. It's under here. But Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves, right? Literally walking away from a wedding here. So this could be talking about letting a marriage fall away, fall apart. I was going to say fall apart. That sounds terrible. Fall away. Like, but when we take stock of our life, and we go, what do we need to change? Usually the first thing we look at is our relationship, because it's it's usually the single most largest area of our life, right? Unless we're single. I'm talking about people who are obviously in a committed long-term partnership. So it can talk about toxic relationships and letting those fall away, and not just relationships romantically speaking, work, family, friendships, all of that stuff. If it's not aligned, it has to go. Perhaps this masculine is going through a transformation. I need more. Please, Wicked. I need more. Upside down again. Why do I keep picking the deck up upside down? because not everything is not as it seems. That's why we need to see it from another perspective. And, you know, this Knight of Cups is sideways, and I feel like that's saying, I see you, I want you, I do want it, but it can't be now. And, okay, there's a good segue. You're not supposed to wait, right, for this person. These soul connections, and I'm not just talking about twin flames, all right? This can be soulmates. This can be anyone. If you have a soul connection with someone, if it is a fated, destined partnership, which I'm very much feeling like it is with the 4, the 11, right? If we dig our heels in and just go, well, that's fine, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait for them. Energetically speaking, that is the worst thing you can do. It's going to bring about stagnancy, and everything's going to come to a grinding halt. Because while we might be doing it with the best of intentions, our lives have to keep moving. There are things we have to learn. There are things we have to go through. There are things we need to do. We need to change in our own lives to make room for this person, you know? And you're not making these changes and making room with the intention that this person's coming in. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, yeah. Exactly. The moon is here. So it wants to sit over the devil. The moon is our subconscious. It's our subconscious traumas and our shadow work that we need to do. It's all being illuminated and being brought to the forefront of our mind so that we become conscious of it, we can become aware of it, and we can actually do something with it. It helps illuminate our path. I'm using the Wicked deck. Yellow brick road is everywhere. You know, that's the path of our journey. Subconscious fears, subconscious everything, right? To be able to go through transformations like death and the devil, we need to have the moon. I am going to look it up real quick because I'm being told there is something here. The moon's light will reveal hidden truths. When the moon casts its light on your reading, the darkness in your life might seem even darker. You might be aflutter with anxieties, paranoia, and confusion, uncertain of the intentions of those around you. Instead of worrying, face your fears, ask direct questions, pursue the truth, and illuminate what's hiding in the shadows. I am a intuitive reader, as I've said, but I am also a empath, and I'm very, very sensitive to energy. And I mean, I don't pick up the energy of everyone around me. But to those people that I am intrinsically connected to, with a soul connection, I get their anxiety. I feel it. It hits me square in the chest, in the sternum. It's like, oh, my throat's about to go. It's like being hit by lightning. Oh, is the deck up? No, the deck is not upside down. The sun card is, though. Did it not get shuffled in properly? Turn it round. Turn it round. That's weird. The sun! The sun is here! The counterpart card to the moon. But I'm getting distracted. Look at me. I was talking about anxiety. I will pick up on the anxiety of my people, right? And, like, it's I get it quite often, out of the blue. So, like, maybe there is a lot of anxieties here. But the sun is here. I'm going to put this on the other side of the 1111. The sun is, like, the biggest yes card in the tarot. It's like normally the card for the awakened masculine. Like, once they've been through the moon, they come out into the sun. You are so good. Wicked. Bright, beautiful, filled with fun. The sun has arrived, and oh, I'm using this voice. Okay. The sun has arrived, and it's impossible to block its warmth. You've been glindified. You've arrived at your desired destination, strong and fortified from everything you've been through, and you're ready to take on the most popular people at school. Oh, you are so good. I'm sorry, I don't know what's come over me. There is that strange voice that just came out of my mouth just now. It just pops out every now and again. It's not my regular voice, obviously. Obviously. I don't know where it comes from. I believe it is one of my past lives, where I was over in a different part of the world. Anyway. That wasn't very helpful. Oh my gosh. See? Turn it off. That wasn't very helpful in terms of wicked. I want to go to the traditional meaning, so I'm going to switch to my Dreamy Moons book real quick, because warmth, vitality in a child. So, yes, reconnecting with our inner selves. The awakened masculine needs to connect to his inner child to be able to awaken. I am radiating pure light. Pure joy, warmth, abundance, success, positive energy. Well, I guess, yeah, Glinda is positive energy, that's for sure. Connecting in with solar plexus, expressing yourself authentically and tapping into your inner power. She's not very authentic, though. I don't know why they picked that for the sun. See, this is what I mean. Like, that's a random choice from the Wicked deck, but there we go. Okay. I need more. Like, I haven't filled in that... Whoa! It's because I haven't filled in many gaps. Oh, stop it! Stop it! Oh, no. No. I can't make this up. Guess what's here? The King of Cups. The King of Cups is here. A spoiler alert. Knight King. It's the Tin Man. He wants a heart. Classic from the people who made this deck. Well done. King of Cups is here. Alright, he's here. With the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is here. I can't. Four of Wands, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Ten of Coins. The only thing that is missing is the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. That's it. And then we would have every love card. Oh, and the Lovers. The Lovers is not here yet. I'm hearing. Wait for it. It's coming. I can't make it up. Alright, so we need some context because this doesn't look overly romantic, but I promise. The Two of Cups. So, Two of Cups is, huge love card at the tarot, but it is, specifically honing in on, again, divine counterpart connection. There's really, and I don't know why I'm pushed to say this, is really, like, yes, if this is twin flamey for you, take it, but if not, don't panic. It doesn't have to be twin flamey. It's, you can have a soul connection, like a soulmate, and, I mean, you can, I'm trying to find my words, you can feel that just as deeply as you have felt with a twin flame. Like, my understanding of it all has been that, like, you'll feel one way with a twin flame and you'll feel another way with a soulmate, and they're two entirely, completely separate categories. Well, I'm not sure I entirely, truly believe that anymore. I have felt connection just as strong with either side of this coin. So, because the depth, it doesn't come from the label, the depth comes from the soul tie, it comes from the energetic connection, it comes from having known each other in past lives. It's all that energy seeping through. It's, I've known this person before, I've been through this with this person before. It's recognizing that subconsciously in our body. Our bodies know, our inner selves know. We're the only ones who are in the dark until we're not, and then once we know, oh my god. Anyway. Two of Cups, yeah, so divine connection. So this card, my understanding is they cut a scene from the film. They've talked about it in interviews. So Fiyero runs away from his wedding to Glinda here, leaves her at the altar, and runs away with Elphaba. And in the film, it cuts to it cuts to arriving at her hideaway, and they sing the big, beautiful love song, As Long As You're Mine, and they kiss, and they do other things that is more than kissing. And pledge their undying love for each other forever and ever, etc., etc., right? But there was a scene, supposedly, where it showed them running away from the Emerald City and escaping, and, like, I want to say getting on her broomstick, and she flew him on the back of the broom. But this is them running. This is them running away to safety. I don't know how it made its way into the tarot deck when there's not even a deleted scene of it. But that is my understanding, because it's not anywhere in the films. In fact, I'll look it up in the book. Maybe I got that out of the book, but I got it from somewhere. But it's here. It's here, okay? And the King of Cups is here. With the Tin Man is here. He just wants his heart. It's the evolution. It's the evolution from the knight to the king. Focus, Kelly. King of Cups. You know, traditional tarot, King of Cups. Calm. Again, not very Tin Man-like. Calm and tranquil at the rushing waves of the ocean. Normally, a steadying influence, guiding the boat on the rough waves. I'm gonna have to read the Wicked interpretation because, you know, he's not very calm. Anyway, I'm not supposed to be taking this so literal, I'm being told. Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening here? This is like the most disjointed reading ever. Two of Cups. You've fallen in love. Lucky for you, the Two of Flowers confirms that this connection could be profound. There we go, destined partnership. This could be a romantic partner, a creative collaborator, or someone destined to become your best friend. The potential exists for a deep emotional bond that will last the rest of your lives. That's what I said. They pledged their, like, undying love for each other, and you're my person, and I love you, and this is us. This is us for the rest of our lives. King of Cups is here. King of Cups. That is so weird. And I went to the 10 and then expecting the face cards, but it changed suits. They've got the face cards at the start of the book for each suit, and then all the numbers. That's so backwards. Okay, King is here. Alright, yeah. Well done, Wicked. Far from heartless, the King of Flowers represents a perfect balance in your emotions. You're being advised to conduct yourself with maturity, grace, and compassion as you blend logic and feelings, even if others are trying to throw you off your game. Well, you know. I'm being told you know what you want. You know. He knows. I need more. I need more context, please. What is this? What is going on? Like, is this a secret? Is this a secret romance? And I want to put it out there right now. I'm not for a second condoning sneaking around behind people's backs and cheating. Like with a married man or anything. Absolutely not. He's got to walk away. He's got to walk away first. That's why he's pointing to the future. This is the future, okay? This one right here. This is the future, okay? This is the evolution. If you find yourself in a soul connection with someone who is married, then, you know, you're all adults. You've got to face these things with truth and clarity and integrity, you know? And that's not easy. To face these things with the devil, you know, and the death card. But, you know, if you want to end it, you got to end the other partnership first, okay? This came out as well. These fell out. Yeah, okay. Well, the Fool's here. Fiyero, dancing through life. He flipped over after these. What's in here? Ace of Swords. Yeah. Epiphany. Breakthrough. Truth and clarity. This is the breakthrough moment. This is the sword that the knight under here, the first card that came out, is carrying to you, revealing the truth. This card, this is the trapdoor at the end. This reveals a truth. A deception is cleared up. There was a deception, okay? And this is bringing the light. I'm trying to be spoiler free. This is bringing the light, the clarity to that. It's the answer. Down here, the 8 under here, the 8. This is the answer, okay? This is the communication that's coming in. This took a lot of planning with the 3 of Wands here. This took so much planning, okay? 7 of Wands, 5 of Cups. The Fool. I'm just trying to put this all together. I'm not getting very far. So the 7 of Wands, I'm going to have to go one card at a time. The 7 of Wands is being prepared to fight for this relationship. Like, whatever it takes. And I'm going to prove it to you with my actions. I'm going to show you. I'm going to fight. I don't, like, against anyone and everything. And I always attribute it to fighting off against the negative opinions of others and society, right? Okay, let's be real for a minute. If we are talking about the end of a marriage, this comes through in so many of my readings. But hey, I also feel like this is a bit of an untapped collective that doesn't come through a lot in tarot. And cut your judgment, okay? Because people in these scenarios need tarot too. They need guidance too. They're not any less deserving than the rest of us. We don't all meet our people when we're all single and the timing is perfect, okay? Otherwise, we wouldn't be on a journey. So being willing to fight. And because the 5 is here, the 5 of Cups is the crying over spilt milk card. I mean, you know, if you think of the traditional tarot, it's crying over spilt milk. It's sobbing. It's the 3 cups normally on the traditional card have spilt over, the water's spilled out, and we're just utterly sobbing. But if we just turned around, we would see that there are actually 2 cups, and they're perfectly fine. They're still standing. We haven't lost everything. All hope is not lost. So, wicked context. This is Dorothy's house from Kansas. Has flown in on the hurricane. I meant to say cyclone. My brain often amalgamates 2 different words. So, cyclone and hurricane. There we go. Yeah, it all seems hopeless. Staring at this busted, broken house that's just flown in and landed on someone. The Wicked Witch of the East. Alphaba's sister. Maybe this feels hopeless. Maybe... And the Fool is here. Dancing through life. Skimming the surface. Gliding where turf is smooth. Life's more painless for the brainless. Why is the Fool here? These cards don't really go together. I mean, they do. It's just kind of random. Oh, wow. I read them backwards. That's why I read them backwards, I'm being told. Try again. Right, the Fool. The Fool comes far out. Oh, man. Alright. Fool. The Fool comes first. Point 0. The tarot tells the story of the Fool. This is the first card in the tarot. Card 0. At the start of our journey. Fiyero obviously goes on one heck of a journey through the story of Wicked. He starts here as this carefree, snotty nosed brat who's been fed everything to him on a golden spoon, never had to work a day in his life, and by the end of this journey, he's an entirely transformed, with the death card. The death card's under there. Exactly. He's gone through a full transformation by the end. So if we go, this is the start, all right. And then we go to the 5. Everything feels a little bit hopeless. Because let's not forget, let's not like make light of this very heavy situation. I bet this is probably quite hard for him. Is for anyone exiting a long-term relationship, married or not, children or not. Like, you've built a whole life with someone with the house here. Look, we've destroyed the house. I'm hearing that, like, we're gonna, this, oh my god, look, stop, this house is literally cut in half. What do? When you're going through a divorce? You literally divide the assets in half. Half a house. Like, half, this is magical. I knew there was a reason I had to use the Wicked deck. Again, just magic. And then the 7 is here. So this is masculine energy. Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna fight. They want to fight. It's gonna be hard, alright? It's gonna be really freaking hard with the 5 here. It feels hopeless. It's going to be difficult. But they want to try. They want to fight, and they're going to show you. They're going to show you, okay? And then finally, we get to the end. The truth is revealed. We've had the epiphany. The communication has come in. The clarity has come in. Everything's come in here. This is finally knowing the truth of everything with the Ace of Yellow Bricks / swords. Wow. That makes a lot more sense when you read it in the correct direction. Oh my god. They want to go here. Being taken on an emotional roller coaster with this reading. And I want to just really emphasize with the Ace here. If you feel like you're going a bit crazy and delusional, that's perfectly valid. Because I feel like you are very much in the energy where I was picking up on that none of this makes any sense because there are just huge gaps in your knowledge. You don't know any of these things. Just as an example, you might have discovered that he's married, but you may have absolutely no clue that he's getting a divorce, or considering getting a divorce, or selling his house because they're getting a divorce. You may know nothing about the divorce, right? You may just know that he's married. And then you're at complete odds with yourself because you know that it's not okay to pursue or be romantically involved with a married man, you know? But in your gut, your intuition, you know, tells you everything. It tells you it tells you this, the 2, it tells you this, the 4, the 11, it tells you the king, the knight. It tells you all of that. But how can it possibly be that, you know? Because he's married, just as an example. But your intuition is screaming at you, but you're like, no, intuition, you're wrong about this. Well, I hate to break it to you, your intuition is hardly ever wrong. Oh. Why is this here? I don't want this. This is awful. This is the 8 of Swords. This is trapped in a prison of our own making. This is usually, you know, the card with the swords round in a prison trapping us, and we're blindfolded and we're tied up. But actually the ropes are on really super loose and all we have to do is wriggle out, and the blindfold can slip off if we just shove our head to the side. We can leave anytime we choose. I don't know why this is here. This is not the energy we want. Maybe this is you. Is this you? Feminine? No. It's a long shot. It's the masculine. I mean, it goes well here with this card, the 5. Maybe this is how he feels at the moment. Maybe he feels like he can't leave. Maybe it's in the too hard basket. Maybe he doesn't know how you feel. Maybe, like... And I mean, if he, if he wants to leave his marriage, it shouldn't be because of you. It shouldn't actually have anything to do with you. It's his journey to take. It's his path to arrive at. But come on, let's face it, we're all humans. Sometimes we need that little push in a certain direction to make us actually take that leap. Yeah, the Wicked book isn't helpful either. Just feeling stuck. Balking at changes happening around you. If you aren't, here we go, here it is. If you aren't happy in your current situation, consider forging your own path, or at least changing your mindset to focus on action instead of criticism. I'm feeling like he is deeply unhappy in the life he has spent so long cultivating. And the older we get, the harder it becomes to actually decide to tear it all down, set it on fire, start again. Because it's the sunken cost fallacy, right? We've put everything into this. It's our whole life, And you kind of talk yourself into, it doesn't matter if I'm a little bit unhappy, because it's worth it to have this house, this job, this family, and if I leave, if I upset the apple cart, then I have to start over from point zero, the fool. And it takes a fully awakened masculine to arrive at that point, the unawakened masculine is very stubborn, and they will happily sit in this for as long as they need to, because it's easier. It's easier than the alternative, which is setting it all on fire and walking away and having to completely rebuild. And, it's kids if they've got kids, there's so many things to think about, custody arrangements. Well. How interesting. I'm just taking a moment. So, Knight of Swords is here. The Knight of Swords was the first card out, bringing truth and clarity, communication. This is the truth and clarity here. Alphab is holding the grimoire, the magical book of spells, which holds the truth and the clarity for the entire plot of the film, right? All the answers, the truth. 10 of Swords. This is the end of a very, very difficult emotional journey. I mean, the Emerald City is here, but if we think about traditional tarot, that 9 of Swords is the anxiety, the fear, the trauma, all of our baggage, all of our stuff, and we have to go through it sword by sword by sword and remove it from ourselves, process it, transmute it out, alchemize it, turn it into something beautiful. And then when we get to the 10, that's us going, oh my god, we made it. We can put it down now. It's so heavy. I'm going to traditional tarot because I actually haven't seen the 10 in an awfully long time. Endings, backstabbing, breakdown. I welcome new beginnings. Alphaba thought the Emerald City was her whole new beginning. Has someone you trusted stabbed you in the back? This card marks a painful ending, such as a friendship or relationship. The end of a relationship. I feel like this is the divorce card, normally it's got a man or a woman lying on the ground being stabbed by the 10 swords. You feel so completely emotionally and physically exhausted. All you want to do is give up. You need time to grieve and rest, but there is hope. The worst is over. The pain and hurt will fade. Like, you've got through the worst of it, right? That was the 9. By the time you get to the 10, you've come out the other side of it, right? And it's, look at all the poppies. 9 of Cups is here. Giraffe. Giraffe. 9 of Cups. That's your greatest wish fulfillment. It's your dream. It's if I could have anything, this is it. This is how they see you. You're their every dream come true. In terms of love and romance. Like, this has got to be it. The Knight is bringing the truth and the clarity. It's the end of a very, very painful journey. Divorce, endings. But it could be the beginning of something new. They see you. They see you as their new dream. As their new dream. From Tangled, Flynn Rider, and Rapunzel. You were my new dream. And you were mine. Like, oh my god. This is, I'm gonna go to these two in the book because we're on the Wicked Tarot, but I wasn't expecting this. This is very poignant. Yeah. This card with the 9 here, this card represents everything you've dreamed of coming true. Bask in the moment. It's important to be present, enjoying every dance before it ends. At the Ozdas Ballroom nightclub here. Pictured on the card. And then, yeah, the 10, Emerald City. New beginnings. Painful endings. But it's a transitional point, right? It's like the Death card. An ending and a new beginning. A transformation. Here we go. Like the idealized version of Oz, what you thought was a happy ending is false. This was all Elphaba wanted until she got there and discovered that the Emerald City wasn't everything she had dreamed it to be. As you process the feelings of disappointment and betrayal, take comfort in the fact that this truly horrendous situation will pass. Be patient. You can and will find something real that will last. Well, exactly. Look, it's you, feminine. They see you. They see you, but they have to get through this first. And he's coming. He's coming to deliver you that truth. And, okay, I think we should talk about you for a minute. You're sitting here, and I did talk about, not waiting, and that's very much easier said than done. It's not easy. And if you are an empath, and you have this connection to this masculine, I've no doubt that you pick up on every little thing, every twinge, every piece of anxiety, every time they cry, every time they pick up their phone, and you could swear their thumb is hovering over your number, and they never hit dial, or they never hit send. They've got this paragraph and paragraph and paragraph of message written out, and they pull it up, and they reread it, and they reread it, and they don't hit the send, and you're just screaming, why won't you send it to me? So I feel like this pain, this is on both sides. This is the end of a very heavy journey for you as well. Because you don't have all the pieces, you're scrambling around in the dark. You have an intuitive sense of what's going on with them, but you're not privy to all the fine details. And it's so hard. Who do you even talk to about this, You can't just rock on up to everyone and be like, hey, I'm in love with a married man with 3 kids. Because, society states this is terrible and you can't pursue this. And of course you can't, integrity. Remember, integrity. But there's all of this stuff going on behind the scenes you're not privy to, but you're picking up on it intuitively. But what are you supposed to do with that? So it's like you're kind of stuck in this place of feeling like you're just losing your mind and going absolutely crazy bonkers. And all you want is a little truth and clarity on the situation, It's here. It is here. It's coming. It's coming. I promise you it's coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. I'm not big on timing. I don't feel like it is useful. Because energy is so fluid. Things can change on a dime. I mean, the H was here, and that's very fast-moving action. Gosh, I've been going for 2 hours. I couldn't put this down. This is just insane. No, Wicked's finished. Wicked's finished. No more Wicked. Oracle? Yes. Yes, messages? Yes. So I did mention in my last video, I am planning on getting some more cards. I've been looking. I went to go shopping, and unfortunately, I live a very long way on the other side of the world from where people make their decks. It's not the cost of the decks that's the issue. It's the cost of the shipping on top. It's just horrendous. I can't justify the cost. It's outrageous. But I really, 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 really want these decks, so I'm probably just going to have to do it. But it's going to be a little while because I haven't even put any orders in. So, but I am going to get some new decks to get much more detailed. But for now, these are my go-to. These are the Hidden Truth, Volume 1 and 2, and Messages of Love by All Things Intuitive. Whew, I was holding my breath there. So I could get a clear yes or no, and I felt like I was going to pass out there for a minute. I had to like exhale and catch my breath, and I quite clearly got, oh, okay, it's alright, you can let out the breath you've been holding. I feel like that's how you're going to feel when this message arrives. Yeah, the breath you don't realise you've been holding. Now, this is the masculine and feminine edition, so you can actually take these in whichever way they go. So if this isn't him, it could be you saying to them. You will know how it fits. What do we need? Thank you. I feel so drawn to you, and I want to make amends for keeping you in the dark so long, is what I just heard for someone. Wow. This flipped 3/4 of the way over and then flipped back, and normally I wouldn't take it. I'm in a committed relationship. Yeah, we got that. Thanks. We've worked that much out. Yeah. They don't want to tell you. But I mean, they can't be an idiot, right? They know you know. They just haven't actually had a conversation. You know, we wear wedding rings. But funny story, like, when you're in the energy, and you're getting to know someone, you might actually never look at their ring finger for, like, until you do. It could be days, it could be weeks. And then it hits you like a freight train, and you're like, what do you mean you're wearing a wedding ring? Like, trust me, it happens. I have trouble with intimacy. That doesn't surprise me at all. And alright, I'm feeling called to talk. My mouth wants to open, so words will fall out. I feel like this is quite common with the masculine in these partnerships, right? And it isn't until they connect with the awakened feminine. And I don't want to be like, this is your job, feminine, because it feels so patronizing to put it like this. But your role in this is to get them to open up emotionally and vulnerably and to heal this. And it's not something you actively do. It's something, it's like a natural byproduct that occurs from the connection, right? And they certainly probably didn't even notice that this was even a thing until they felt this connection to you. Whoa. You broke my heart. What is this? Maybe their heart's been broken. With the Tin Man. The Tin Man is yelling at me. Maybe their heart has been broken in this divorce. You know, it's possible. I need to say this for someone. It is absolutely possible that this divorce actually has nothing to do with you whatsoever. And has been well underway long before they even met you. No one knows what's going on at home. No one knows what is going on inside other people's marriages. You're not the one living it. Only they know. Only he knows, and his ex-partner knows, right? Who knows what's been going on? Anything could be going on. He could have been cheated on. You know, this doesn't necessarily mean he's the one instigating a divorce. Maybe the divorce was her idea. Maybe it's all happening and, like, the rug is being pulled out from underneath him. Maybe he's being forced to 0.0, to go back to the full, to the start, right? You don't know. Maybe she's the one who wants a divorce. Maybe he's feeling heartbroken. I'm pinging. All my chakras are pinging. Like, I feel like I'm onto something here. Maybe they just don't want anyone to know about it yet. I trusted you. This wants to go here on this column. I'm being told this is a column, okay? This is a column. I am recovering. I don't know how to feel. Yeah, I'll bet. They feel so drawn to you, this other person outside of their marriage, that may or may not be already falling apart. They're probably feeling very, very, very confused. And if they have trouble with intimacy, and now they're feeling this inexplicable pull to you, they're probably very, 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 very confused. I find you so attractive. And you know, this has got to be confusing for you too. You've possibly been feeling this is like totally unrequited. You know, guy's married. He's not gonna, you know, like you're dreaming. But, you know, I don't think it's as unrequited as you might think, feminine. And you're probably picking up on what he's putting down here. There's no hiding this. As much as you try to hide it, because, you know, you can't act on it. But, you know, and I'm not saying anything's happened. You know, you don't have to make out in supply closets or anything. But, you know, you can have this connection with someone, this not flirty, that was the wrong word. Light-hearted banter. Sorry, I mean to say light-hearted banter. Maybe you're questioning if it's flirting or not. But, you know, you can have this light, floaty, happy banter that just feels soft and right, and you can recognize that, oh, is this something? Maybe that's why it was such a shock to you when you finally saw the wedding ring he's been wearing the whole time. But for whatever reason, your eyes didn't clock it. I still have feelings for you. I wonder if this is you. Is this you? Masculine to feminine? Yeah. I was checking. Is it to you? Is it over here? It's to you. Which is confusing for him, right? Especially someone who has trouble with intimacy and is in a committed relationship. You you know, it's possible he's been in this relationship for most of his adult life, if not all of it. I'm sure it's pretty darn confusing to feel things, feel feelings, feel very strange feelings that they know they shouldn't be feeling, right? We don't share the same values. This wants to go over in this column. Like, I'm not privy to these details, you know? But it wants to come over here. Something has happened that is entirely separate, nothing to do with you. Something's happened in this marriage. Completely independent from you, feminine. You know, it's no wonder you don't have all the information, because it's not your life. It's got nothing to do with you. It's not your business, you know? And obviously, in time, if things progress here, I'm sure he will tell you. He will tell you all these things when it is time. But for now... Oh, stuck in my fingernails. I want to start over. Will you ever make things right? Will you ever bring this feminine the truth and clarity, right? She's probably going absolutely bonkers over here. Completely delusional, going, I'm imagining this entire thing up in my head, and none of it has possibly got any kernel of truth to it. You're not attracted to her. You know, she's thinking. She's felt this, but it can't possibly be anything because she's seen the ring. Like, I feel like when you do deliver this truth, it's just gonna set her free. I'm hearing, like, yeah. After all that, is there anything else in this deck, please? No, deck's gone quiet. I'm just going to check the other two, and we'll find out if there's anything else. It's this one. Oh, it sounded like a hiccup. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Of course they are. Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. Oh, second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. Yes, it wants to be on this side. I'm checking. It doesn't belong over here. Whoa! This deck is talkative. Support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. I feel like that's equally as important for him. As someone who is divorced, it's hard, okay? It's so hard. Alright, you can't possibly understand it unless you have lived it. So I just, like, be graceful. Give him some grace. Give her some grace. Like, it's ugly. Unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. Exactly. Right now. Right? That Knight of Cups was in the future. Then the transformation into the King. Bok to the Tin Man. It's, and I can't stress this enough, feminine. If this does come in for you, don't rush. Just take it slow. He's gonna have so much processing out to do. And hey, maybe you are supposed to help him with it. But like, it's very important to let this unfold naturally and not try to push things into place prematurely. even if a divorce is a long time coming down the pipeline, to actually then go through it, it doesn't matter how emotionally checked out you might be in advance, it's still, you know, there is still so much that we don't realize that we have to heal. See? What did I just say? Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Obstacles. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. I'm telling you, this is not as unrequited as you might think it is. I think he's just got a really good poker face. And if he struggles with intimacy, down in here, yeah, I'm hearing that poker face is solid, right? It doesn't slip. It doesn't give away anything. You might be seeing his name literally everywhere. In the most randomest of places, I'm hearing. Unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Oh! That one got airborne! Wait, the timing is not quite right. Oh, like it even needed to be said. Thank you, Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. Hey, at least we know I'm on the right track, clearly. Fate! This is a destined partnership. Exactly. Right? I did talk about this with the 2. I'm really surprised Lovers didn't make an appearance. I saw that in my mind's eye. I was waiting for it. Because the Lovers is a choice. You choose it, right? Maybe we didn't choose it. Maybe it's fate. No, I'm just being facetious. We still make choices. We still have free will. We are the orchestrators of our own lives. This one. Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. I feel like that's an apology for the poker face. Children are important to this partnership. Do you have children? Does he have children? I highly suspect he has children. Merging of families. Are you supposed to have children together? Depending what age bracket we're in. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. I'm now hearing someone screaming, what possible lesson do I have from falling in love with a married man? Well, I'll tell you, look, soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. It's fated. It's fated. Healing, old wounds, and childhood issues need revisiting, and warning, don't dismiss the red flags here. So I just got interrupted. What possible lesson, right? There's something in here about, like, and you've mastered it, right? You've already learnt it. It's, and okay, red flags, exactly. Don't dismiss the red flags. We have to heal all our trauma and all our crap, right? And I feel like you have been learning about, reciprocal give and take, equal give and take. I'll give you an example. If one will pop into my brain, come on. So I was talking about the light-hearted banter earlier, and that's all well and good, you know. And then you realize, hey, dude's married. I've got to walk this back. I've got to, you know, rein it in. So you start to pull back your energy. And this also sends the message to the masculine energetically that, hey, look, I am a person. And I am worthy of respect and reciprocity. And I can't just give and give and give and give to this when you're completely unavailable. And it's not your fault you're unavailable. I mean, you know, it's the situation we've found ourselves in. But I'm not going to keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. when there's absolutely zero chance of receiving anything back. That's just asking to burn out, have a breakdown, become depressed and sad and anxious all the time, and then you're letting a masculine energy completely define your worth. And feminine, I feel like you've come so far down your own journey. You haven't walked that journey to end up there. That's not what you're here for, you know? So, whoa. You know, if this masculine... I mean, this is... Look, I'm not going to lie. I think you're in for the long haul here. But... you're not just going to give and give and give. It's not a pick me. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Look, we've got fate, soulmate, true love. This is... I don't think you're imagining this feminine. I don't think you're delusional. I think this is very, very reciprocal. I think it's right person, wrong time. Wait, the timing is not quite right. I don't know what's in here. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. Yes, very, very important. Well, I said that, didn't I? Take it really, really slow. Dude's coming out of a marriage. Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Yes, fated, soulmate, true love, past life. And I talked about that with soul connections, right? We've known them in a past life. That's why it's so frickin' intense. Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. You're not considering anything, feminine. This is for the masculine. This is for the masculine. This is for the masculine. Okay? Don't you do anything. Don't you do anything. Okay? He's got to come to you. He's got to, alright? Nope, that's it. That's it. From Messages of Love, is there anything in this one? Yes, of course. We have to use all three. Gosh. Okay. Alright. What is in this one? This is intense. This is absolutely intense, the energy I'm channeling. Like... I wish I had treated you better. I hide behind material things. That could also be the house. The divorce, you know, divorces are expensive. I couldn't let you get close to me. And I'm seeing the trouble with intimacy card. They want to come out. They're just hesitant. Look, hesitant. I'm afraid to contact you. And I look for you everywhere. He's feeling it, feminine. He's feeling this connection. Without a doubt, if you're staying awake at night, wondering if you're imagining it, you're not imagining it. I can promise you that. I wish I could share my good news with you. You came closer than anyone. I wish I could take back my words. I bury myself and work to forget you. You were the best thing in my life. These cards are being... This deck is being weird. They're starting to flip, and then they're changing their mind at the last second, and that tells me... It's just screaming hesitancy. I'm afraid to contact you. Like... I think he feels like if he opens that door there, like, there's no going back. It was my fault, but I blamed you. You know, like, once you open a deeper layer of communication, you know, this could be as simple as exchanging phone numbers or adding you on social media. You know, as soon as you open that, you know, it's... I will wait for a sign from you. Maybe he's waiting for you to add him. Don't do it. I'm not giving you permission. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I still say he needs to do it. It has to come from him. Dude's a married man. You know, you don't want to look like you're chasing a married man. You don't want that. I feel you leaving me behind. I hid who I really am from you. Poker face. But yeah, you know, you open that Pandora's box, you give yourself an open line of communication, you know, then it's a dangerous line, feminine. He's got to leave the marriage, okay? The last thing you want is to end up in an extramarital affair. And you don't want to be one of those women who are like, oh, no, he's promised me he's leaving his wife. He's promised. No. You don't want to give him the milk for free. He's got to buy the cow first. I feel 100 years old saying that, but... You know, boundaries are important. What did it say down here about red flags? And to go so slow. He's gonna have so much trauma, okay? That he doesn't even realize he's holding. He's gonna have a lot to work through. I want to be more than friends. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, buddy. Trying to keep all of them on frame, but it's becoming harder and harder. But there's more. There's more, I'm being told. There's more. Make them fit. And I really don't want to say this, but if he's been cheated on in his marriage, if his ex-wife, hypothetical future ex-wife, has cheated on him, maybe he's going, hey, well, she did that. I can do it too. You don't want to be that woman. You don't want to be that. And you deserve better, okay? You deserve way more than that. Don't even entertain that for a second. I am becoming a better person. Look at that. That's beautiful. Like, all I'm saying, feminine, be careful. Go so slow and trust your intuition. And if this does progress, okay, while he's still exiting, you need to ask good questions. You need to be so blunt and open and honest. And if it scares him away, so be it. You know, whatever is truly meant for you, it can't miss you. It will come back around. You need to protect yourself. You need to make sure. And, you know, there was the spiritual mastery card in there. You've mastered this lesson. You know, okay? You already know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. Like, you deserve everything. You deserve the world. You deserve to be adored, loved, and cherished. You deserve to be seen. All of you to be seen. Like, you deserve someone who can give you everything. I want to feel that way again. That's a direct quote from Wicked, by the way. Make me feel that again. Know your worth, feminine. Know your worth. And look, if this doesn't eventuate, if he doesn't leave his wife, if he doesn't slip that poker face, if he doesn't come forward, if he doesn't tell you, if... that doesn't define your worth either, okay? You deserve the whole world. And this is a sucky situation. This sucks, okay? It really does. But you're both in each other's lives for a reason. I regret lying to you. That's the poker face I'm feeling again. Like, he's keeping it so under wraps, and I guess he feels like he has to. I lost myself for a little while. I'm so attracted to you. This is so hard. This has got to be so hard for everyone involved. But it's fate. It's destiny. It's a soul connection. It's... You both agreed to this before incarnating. I feel you even though we are apart. Just being near you is intoxicating. Yeah. You're not imagining it, feminine. I promise. You're not losing your mind. You're not delusional. You feel it. He feels it too. It is reciprocal. He just can't show it. And that's it. That's it. I just checked and triple checked. That's it. That's all we got. So there we go. Wow. Absolutely bonkers. Bonkers reading. That was incredible. I have never had a reading quite like that before. That was really something. I felt like I was directly channeling, like, oh, my throat, excuse me. I feel like I was directly channeling, the feminine and the masculine, like, and all the feminines, like, second guessing and feeling like she's imagining all of this, and because he can't possibly reciprocate it and show it on the surface, and she's missing all this information because she's not privy to any of it, nor should she be. And then there's all of this from his side, so absolutely amazing. Yeah, here it is. I hope this helped. Thanks for sticking with me. If you made it all the way to the end, if I channeled your situation, then there you go. It's all there. And yeah, take care. I will catch you on the next one. Okay, bye.